Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Never Give Up Edu. Kindly subscribe, like, comment and press the bell icon to my channel. So today is the part 3 of video lecture series of universe. So today's topic is universal phenomena. So there are various universal phenomena that are being happening around the universe, and these topics are important for the examinations like UPSC, APSC, SSC, banking, APDCL, Assam TET, secondary TET, irrigation, fisheries, Guwahati High Court, Assam Police, etc. So these universal phenomena are very important and are very crucial for examinations because these are asked in options or they are being asked directly also. So let's proceed. So this is a question that was asked in UPSC Prelims 2019. Recently, scientists observed the merger of giant black holes billions of light years away from the Earth. What is the significance of this observation? In my previous videos of this series, I have already discussed about LIGO. So LIGO detected merger of two giant black holes towards each other. So they are asking about that phenomenon. What does this signify? So option A, Higgs boson particles were detected, gravitational waves were detected, possibility of intergalactic space travel through wormhole was confirmed. It enabled the scientists to understand singularity. So all of this topic, Higgs boson particle, gravitational waves, today I am discussing. Wormhole I have already discussed, and singularity, that is the Big Bang theory, I have already discussed. So the option is B. So merger of two giant black holes gives us information about black holes and where we can observe this. So in USA there is a LIGO, that is a gravitational waves observatory. So it had detected in 2015. So kindly watch the other previous videos in this series. Let's begin. Higgs boson particle, what does it stands for? So Higgs boson particle is a topic which is very critical to understand actually, but for your convenience I have made it in a very simple language. I tried my best to make this language very simple so that each one of you can understand from examination point of view. So what does this mean? This mean scientists think that each of those four fundamental forces has a corresponding carrier particle or boson that acts upon that. So what are these forces? In this picture, you can see that we have four forces that are acting in this universe. That is, one is gravitation, second is strong force, third one is electromagnetic force, and fourth one is weak force. So electromagnetic force is a spectrum that we have already discussed in previous videos, and gravitation is what we are discussing or we are going to discuss now. And the fact is that these four forces actually acts upon corresponding materials through a carrier particle called boson. So what is the name of that carrier particle that acts that help these forces to act upon particular materials? So that particular material, carrier material, is known as boson. So this particular material called boson carries these forces. So according to them, means according to scientists, particles don't have masses. So according to Deb, what does they mean is that particles in this universe or the materials in this universe don't have masses, but instead gain mass by passing through a field known as Higgs field. So this entire universe have a field called Higgs field. So when particles move through this field, they gain weight, but they don't have actually, according to scientists, each particle in this universe, like electrons and photons, they are massless, but they gain mass when they pass through this field. And Higgs field would need a carrier particle to affect other particles. So a Higgs field, which is a field actually like the electromagnetic field and other fields, so they will obviously need a particular or a carrier particle to affect other particles that are passing through it. So that particle is known as Higgs boson. So Higgs boson is a particle which help Higgs field to act upon the particles that pass through it. So boson is a carrier particle, Higgs is the field through which if particles pass, they gain mass. So according to scientists, the electrons, photons, or the tiny materials or the atomic materials actually don't have weight. They gain weight once they pass through this field. So this is all about Higgs boson particle. So you have to understand this phenomena very clearly, because they ask about this phenomena in questions, as you can see in the first slide of this video lecture. Now coming to the next, black holes. So what are black holes? A black hole is a place in space where gravity pulls so much that even light cannot get out. The gravity is so strong because matter has been squeezed into a space. This can happen when a star is dying. Because no light can get out, people can't see black holes, they are invisible. So what is black hole? Black hole comes out of a phenomenon called Big Crunch. So what does Big Crunch means? So if you take a paper in your hand and if you squeeze it, the entire paper will become a ball shape, and the that phenomenon is something like called black holes. So when a star dies, or a particular star in the universe dies, the entire gravity is squeezed into one small ball, and it is so condensed or so squeezed up that this has a strong gravity. So due to that gravity, or due to that pull attraction, even light cannot come out of it. If light is reflected on a black hole, it captures the light and it does not allow the light to come out of it. So black holes are almost invisible, and people can't see them through naked eyes. So that particular phenomenon is black hole. Now what is wormhole? So wormholes act as tunnels. So these are hypothetical experiments actually. They are yet to be found in the physical world. So wormholes act as tunnels connecting points in space-time in such a way that the trip between the points through the wormhole could take much less time than the trip through normal space. They are basically theoretical in nature and yet to be discovered physically in space-time arena. So what scientists believe that our universe contains some tunnels or some paths which are shorter in duration. So if those tunnels or paths can be discovered or can be found, then the travel between two intergalactic spaces or between two celestial bodies will be much lesser, because now when we travel through spacecraft in the space, it takes long duration to reach from Earth to from other planets or from other areas. But if we can find these tunnels, the distance between these two tunnels will become the distance between two celestial bodies will become very shorter in time. So that is called wormhole. So this is the phenomena. So this is the path, as you can see. So this is the path long way we are taking from going this to this. But if you can find this particular path, so the distance between this space and this space will be much shorter in comparison to this. Now gravitational waves. So these are very important. So what does gravitational waves are? So these are ripples in the fabric of space-time caused by most violent and energetic processes in universe. So universe is very violent and energetic in nature. So all the time there are various uh, processes that are happening in universe. So those processes create ripples in the fabric of space-time. So what is space-time? Space-time is the time that is in space, because the time in space is very different and it acts very differently from Earth. So the ripples which are created in the fabric of space-time is known as gravitational waves. These ripples travel at the speed of light through universe. So these ripples travel at the speed of light. So the speed of light of traveling of these ripples are same as the speed of light through the universe, that is through vacuum, carrying with them information about their origins. So once you capture these gravitational waves and study their origin and other related information about them can be understood very easily. So that is done through a process or an observatory called LIGO. Albert Einstein predicted the existence of gravitational waves in 1916 in his general theory of relativity. So the theory of relativity is very much important, but not so much important from examination point of view. But if any one of you want to know about the theory of relativity, please comment down below, and then I'll be making a video on that also. So you can see this is a pond or a water surface. If you throw a stone in it, it will create some ripples like this. So this is the same phenomena with a gravitational wave. So this is a hypothetical picture. It does not look like this in universe, but what is that, you can see two black holes are approaching towards each other, and they are approaching, or their collisions, or they are approaching each other in their path creates gravitational ripples. This is Earth reaching it. So gravitational waves can work as sirens to measure the expansion rate of universe, or to understand the origin and future of universe. So why they are important? They are important to understand the rate of expansion of universe, and to understand the origin and future of universe. Now, next phenomena is supermoon. So supermoon is also a very important phenomena. I tell you why in the next slide. A supermoon is an astronomical phenomenon in which Earth's moon is full, that is full moon, on the opposite side of the Earth from the Sun. A state called syzygy, that is a position of our Sun Earth Moon system, and at its closest point to the planet at state called perigee. So when a full moon reaches the perigee point on Earth, and it is on the other side of Earth from Sun, so that particular full moon is called supermoon. The colloquial term supermoon was created in 1979 by Richard Nolle, an American astrologist. So it was created in 1979 by Richard Nolle. The term supermoon was given. So supermoon is basically a full moon which approaches Earth to the point called perigee, that is to the nearest of the Earth's surface, but its position in the opposite side of Earth from Sun. So pink moon. So supermoon is important from this perspective of pink moon, because 2-3 days back on 19 or 20 April 2020, this news was very frequent in all the news channels and newspapers about happening of a pink moon. So pink moon is what is, it is a supermoon. So the full moon of April, called the pink moon, will occur on Tuesdays, April 7 at 10:35 p.m. This will create a supermoon, a full moon that appears slightly larger than average. So when the phenomenon occurred? It occurred on April 7 at 10:35 2020, and some of the examples of other supermoon are red moon, blue moon, etc. So this is the picture of pink moon. So that's all for today. In the next video of Universe Series Part 4, we will learn about various facts of solar system from examination point of view. Kindly subscribe to my channel Never Give Up Edu, and this is the link given here. You can subscribe directly by typing this link to your web browser. If you like the video, kindly press the thumbs up, and kindly comment down below about your queries. Thank you.